사업도 사업이고 동생 복수도 마스터지. 할 수가 없어서 혼자 왔거든.
No one could have ever guessed that Sun Ye-jin, who won countless hearts with her gentle and pure image, would completely shatter her stereotype in this film. Undergoing the most radical transformation of her career, she trades her simple, innocent look for a striking, skin-tight black leather suit. The grand and elaborate tattoo of the thousand-hand guanyin across her back radiates pure dominance. Her once soft, water-like eyes are now filled with a cold, mesmerizing sharpness. Armed with flawless, masterful pickpocketing skills, she navigates through crowded streets, effortlessly lifting valuables from passers-by in a matter of seconds. Upon its release, this film sent shockwaves through the Korean cinema industry, leaving audiences thrilled to see Sun Ye-jin completely letting go of her inhibitions. This legendary masterpiece is none other than the 2008 crime thriller hit, Open City. With a massive budget of 5 billion won, the film quickly surpassed the 1 million admissions mark, easily securing its spot as that year's box office dark horse. Fans even dubbed it the Korean version of Tomb Raider. To make the plot as realistic as possible, the director personally led a team deep into the streets, researching the hidden underworld of pickpocketing syndicates to uncover their rules of survival and clever tactics. Location allowed the film to capture the raw, gritty reality of the pickpocketing underworld. Today, we dive deep into this high-energy, boundary-pushing crime saga to see how this stunning international thief uses her wits to shake the entire city to its core. The main storyline revolves around South Korea's elite Criminal Investigation Unit, a specialized department handling high-intelligence crimes and dangerous cases, bringing together the country's top detectives. And the hot-tempered Daewoo is undeniably the ace of this elite force. Daewoo boasts a near-perfect case-crack rate, and his abilities are unmatched. However, he is a brooding loner who prefers to work by his own rules. His explosive temper makes it hard for him to fit into the squad, earning him a reputation as the ultimate lone wolf. Few people know that beneath this tough, iron-willed exterior lies a deeply buried scar that refuses to heal. The root of his pain? His own biological mother was once a notorious street pickpocket. This dark past became a lifelong trauma, fueling his deep-seated hatred for anyone walking in the moral gray zones. Originally, he was completely poured into solving a brutal serial murder case, desperate to bring the killer to justice. But an abrupt order from higher-ups changes everything, forcing him to halt his investigation and pivot to a massive high-profile commercial theft case instead. Though incredibly frustrated, his duty as a police officer leaves him with no choice but to bury his anger and take on the new investigation. While Daewoo throws himself into preparing for the case, a massive, long-planned heist is brewing on the other side of town. The mastermind behind this shadow operation is none other than our female lead, Baek Jang-mi, played by Sun Ye-jin. Blessed with flawless beauty and a seasoned aura refined by years in the underworld, Mina commands respect like a true mob boss. Every move she makes exudes power. Her form-fitting leather outfit perfectly accentuates her figure, while the striking tattoo on her back adds a touch of wild danger. On top of that, her masterful pickpocketing skills had already made her infamous in Japan's criminal underworld. However, because her operations were so bold, she became the prime target of a massive Japanese police crackdown. Left with no way out, she fled back to South Korea, opening a tattoo parlor as a public front while secretly continuing her illegal syndicate operations. But her peaceful days didn't last long. Operating in the criminal underworld means making countless enemies, and rivals soon come knocking on her door one by one. Her loyal henchmen are systematically targeted, weakening her faction and leaving her in a desperate situation. To rapidly expand her power and secure her territory, Mina sets her sights on a retired legend, Kang Man-ok, the former Queen of Pickpockets, who has just been released from prison. In her youth, Man-ok dominated the underworld with unparalleled skills, but half a lifetime behind bars stripped her of her best years. Now that she's free, she no longer cares about fame or fortune. Her only wish is to stay far away from conflict and peacefully spend the rest of her days with her son. Having resolved to wash her hands of crime forever, she firmly rejects Mina's repeated attempts to recruit her, refusing to waver even. But a master manipulator like Mina doesn't give up easily. Highly perceptive of human nature, she quickly discovers Man-ok's ultimate vulnerability, her precious son, Detective Daewoo. Weaponizing this fatal weakness, Mina begins applying immense pressure, using a mix of threats and alluring promises to corner her.
난 형사님 때문에 이러는 거야?
With nowhere left to run, a helpless Man OK is forced to give in and agree to return to the underworld. Meanwhile, to gather critical intel on the theft syndicate, Daewoo goes undercover alone, infiltrating the criminal underworld. Late one night, while walking down a deserted alley, he crosses paths with Mina, who is cornered and being hunted by a rival gang. Without a moment's hesitation, the highly skilled Daewoo leaps into action, overpowering the thugs in seconds and rescuing Mina from gravity. As their eyes lock, an inexplicable spark passes between them. At this moment, Daewoo has no idea that this breathtaking, mysterious woman is the international syndicate leader he's been desperately hunting. Likewise, Mina has no clue that the powerful man who just saved her life is the elite detective assigned to bring her down. This dramatic twist of fate tightly binds two people from opposing sides of the law. Mina finds herself deeply drawn to Daewoo's fearless, decisive nature, while Daewoo is captivated by Mina's mysterious, icy charm. Soon they let their guards down, walking the streets together and sharing romantic dinners, completely immersed in a sweet, intoxicating atmosphere. But while their romance blooms, the police investigation never stops. As the investigation deepens, Daewoo makes a horrifying discovery. The syndicate he is hunting aligns perfectly with the woman he has fallen for. Their sweet romance is instantly clouded by darkness, and a much larger conspiracy begins to brew beneath the surface. Forced back into a life of crime, Man OK's heart is filled with resentment and despair. After serving decades in prison, she only wanted a quiet life with her son, yet she remains trapped in the underworld's relentless grip. To ensure absolute control over Man OK and eliminate any thoughts of escape, Mina resorts to extreme measures.
좋아요.
백장미 제본데 오늘 명동에 소매치기 조직
This manipulation drives a massive wedge between the mother and son, shattering their once warm relationship and turning them into estranged strangers. Under Mina's meticulous planning, a massive heist targeting a high-end jewelry exhibition is officially set into motion. To clear her path, Mina doesn't hesitate to order a hit on Man OK. The weathered veteran pickpocket ultimately cannot escape her tragic fate. In a desperate attempt to protect her son, Man OK is brutally killed on the street. Mina, expressionless, takes the stolen jewels and walks away without a single backward glance. Man OK's tragic death becomes the final straw that shatters Daewoo's mental breaking point. Now, he uncovers Mina's true identity. She is not just a multinational pickpocket, but the mastermind behind a massive criminal empire with countless crimes to her name. As the city's ace detective, bringing criminals to justice is his duty. Though deep feelings of love still linger in his heart, reason ultimately triumphs over emotion. Meanwhile, Mina has mapped out her escape route, preparing to slip away from the city through a hidden channel. Right at that moment, Daewoo and his squad arrive just in time, quickly surrounding the scene. A final dramatic showdown takes place on the rooftop of the exhibition building. True to his unyielding faith in justice, Daewoo doesn't hesitate. He pulls out his handcuffs and personally locks away the woman he deeply loves.